The sun had barely risen over the Pride Lands when a chill swept across the plains, unnatural and sharp, as if the land itself was warning of what was coming. Birds froze mid-flight, gazelles halted mid-leap, and even the wind seemed to hold its breath. From the horizon, a wave of darkness advanced, not just shadows, but shapes that twisted and moved with purpose, leaving fear in every footprint. This was no ordinary threat. This was an enemy that had learned to strike not with brute force, but with cunning. Kion's fur bristled. He stood atop Pride Rock, scanning the plains with the sharp focus only a leader could carry. His heart pulsed with anticipation, and deep inside, the roar stirred, restless and uneasy. He had felt danger before, but never like this, never a threat that could challenge the land itself. "The Pride Lands are in danger," Ono said, circling low, eyes darting from one shadow to the next. "And they're moving fast. Too fast." Fully's tail lashed sharply. "Recarts, let them split the herds. We have to act now." Besht lowered his massive head. "The earth feels wrong. This is more than just an attack. It's an invasion." Bunga yelped, bouncing nervously. "Well, we're the Lion Guard, right? We're supposed to handle this stuff." Kion took a deep breath and looked at his team. "Lion Guard," he roared, "stand together. Protect every creature in the Pride Lands, no matter what." Instantly, the team sprang into action. Fully disappeared like lightning, weaving through herds to guide them away from the approaching darkness. Ono soared high above, his sharp eyes scanning the landscape and shouting directions to the animals fleeing below. Besht planted himself at the front line, every muscle tense as shadowy forms struck him like crashing waves. Bunga bounded beside him, fearless, striking at shadows that dissolved only to reform elsewhere. The shadows surged, covering the plains like a living sea. They weren't just attacking, they were isolating, dividing, trying to break the Pride Lands apart piece by piece. Their glowing eyes reflected a deep, unspoken intelligence, as if they had studied every move of the Lion Guard before arriving. Kion inhaled and unleashed the roar. It thundered across the battlefield, blasting the first wave backward and flattening patches of shadowed earth. Animals froze, but for a moment, hope ignited. The light of the roar clashed with the darkness, creating bursts of energy that sent tremors across the land. But the shadows adapted. They twisted around the roar, absorbing parts of its power, reforming into denser, more organized formations. From the heart of the darkness, a colossal figure emerged. Taller than any lion Kion had ever seen, its form constantly shifting. Its voice echoed across the plains like rolling stone. "One team," it rumbled, "against 1,000 shadows. Do you truly think unity can stop me?" Kion's eyes blazed with determination. "We are not one team. We are the Lion Guard, and together we will protect this land." The shadows attacked again, wave after wave, each strike stronger, faster, and smarter than the last. Fully darted through collapsing ground to save stranded gazelles. Best absorbed massive blows meant to crush him, refusing to fall. Bunga lunged into the shadows with raw courage, drawing their attention away from fleeing animals. Ono swooped down, guiding them safely, even as the air grew thick with smoke and dust. Kion roared again, but the shadows absorbed it, twisting his power and forcing him back. His paws sank into cracked earth as exhaustion hit him. The massive shadow leader advanced, crushing the land beneath its steps. "You are only one team," it hissed, "and one team cannot save everything." Kion looked across the battlefield and saw the Pride Lands trembling. Animals cowered. Trees bent. Rivers churned. And yet, they did not scatter. A herd of elephants advanced together, trunks raised in defiance. Zebras and antelopes formed tight lines to protect their young. Birds returned to the sky, circling above not in fear, but in protection. Predators and prey stood side by side, trembling but steadfast. They're standing together, fully whispered. They're choosing to fight, not run. Besheth's deep voice rumbled. This is what Kion always said. Trey, the Pride Lands aren't saved by strength alone, they're saved by unity. Kion felt the roar stir again, but this time, it didn't surge outward with force. It flowed through him, through the land, through the animals. It was no longer a weapon, it was a heartbeat. A heartbeat of courage, of connection, of life itself. Lion Guard, Kion shouted, voice steady. One team, one land, one stand. They responded instantly. Shoulder to shoulder, paw to paw, claw to claw. The Lion Guard formed a line with the animals around them. The shadows surged, but this time, they hesitated. The collective strength, bravery, and unity of the land pushed back against the darkness. Kion inhaled, eyes locked on the massive shadow leader. He didn't roar with power this time. He roared with purpose, a sound carrying not just energy but meaning. Every paw that stood beside him, every heart that believed in him, every life that refused to flee amplified his voice. The shadows screamed and staggered, their forms shattered under the combined force of the Lion Guard and the Pride Lands themselves. The massive shadow leader wavered, struggling to maintain form, its voice cracking with disbelief. This cannot be, it hissed. Unity cannot defeat me. Two, already has, Kion said, eyes blazing. Together, we are stronger than fear, stronger than shadows, stronger than darkness itself. With one final surge, the shadows collapsed. The storm above broke apart, revealing sunlight once more. The Pride Lands were scarred, but alive. Animals and the Lion Guard alike were battered and tired, but they stood. Kion collapsed onto his paws, exhausted, and his team surrounded him immediately. Fully nuzzled him. Best gave a deep rumble of relief. Ono landed softly, and Bunga bounced happily beside him, exhausted but triumphant. The Pride Lands had faced 1,000 chateaux and one team, united, had held. But Kion knew in his heart the darkness would return. And when it did, the strength of unity would be tested again. The battle had been won. But the war for the Pride Land's safety was far from over. The night after the first wave fell silent, but the Pride Lands did not rest. The ground still trembled under the memory of the shadows, and the wind carried whispers of fear that had not yet faded. Stars appeared overhead, but even their light seemed uncertain, flickering as if afraid to witness the next storm. Kion paced atop Pride Rock, muscles tense, ears alert to every distant sound. His paws sank slightly into the soil, feeling the pulse of the land beneath him. The roar hummed faintly inside his chest, restless, as if it knew that the next strike would demand more than Kurjik would demand sacrifice. "They'll be back," Fuli said quietly, joining him at the edge of the cliff. Her eyes, usually sharp and confident, were shadowed with worry. "They're learning. Every moment we fight, they adapt." Beshed heavy steps echoed behind them. "And they're smarter than last time. They didn't attack at full strength before. They were testing us." Ono circled low, feathers ruffled from the previous battle. "The air itself is different tonight. I've never felt it so thick, so heavy." Bunga bounded up, trying to mask his fear with bravado. "Well, whatever they throw at us, we're the Lion Guard. Right. Together, we can take anything." Kion looked at each of his friends and felt a swell of pride. They were bruised, battered, and exhausted, but they were still ready to fight. "That's right," he said. voice calm but firm. And tonight, we fight smarter. We fight as one. We protect every pore in the Pride Lands. Together, we are unstoppable. From the horizon, a low, rumbling growl echoed. It wasn't just one, Shatu, which was thousands, moving as one, stretching across the plains. Their forms shifted constantly, blending into the darkness of the night, yet somehow intelligent, coordinated, calculating. They're coming in waves, Ono said. And they're organizing themselves. This isn't just an attack, it's a siege. The first wave struck like a wall. Shadows surged across the plains, targeting isolated groups of animals, cutting off escape routes, forcing the Lion Guard to split their attention. Fuli raced through the chaos, guiding families to safer ground. Her speed the only thing keeping the herds alive. Besht planted himself like a living fortress, taking blow after blow, shaking the earth with every impact. Bunga darted fearlessly into the shadows, distracting and scattering them, refusing to let fear slow him down. Kion inhaled deeply. The roar surged inside him, but the shadows absorbed it, twisting and rebounding fragments back into the battlefield. The ground cracked beneath him. The darkness pressed harder, stronger than before. You think numbers save you? A voice echoed from the heart of the shadows, deep and grating. But unity alone cannot defeat me. Kion's eyes blazed. Unity does defeat darkness. Always. Look around you. He gestured to the animals. Zebras and antelopes formed lines to shield their young. Elephants raised their trunks in unison, blocking shadows from charging forward. Birds circled the sky, dropping flares of dust and leaves to distract the enemies. Predators and prey alike stood side by side, trembling but steadfast. See that? Kion said, voice carrying across the battlefield. One team, one land, one stand. The shadows hesitated, caught off guard by the sheer force of determination. Kion roared not with raw power, but with purpose, with truth, with the belief that standing together could overcome anything. The roar spread across the plains, reaching every creature, igniting courage in their hearts. The shadows shrieked as the roar touched them, twisting and recoiling, unable to hold form. The massive shadow leader, a towering figure of shifting darkness, stumbled, its voice cracking with disbelief. No! This is impossible! It isn't impossible, Kion growled, eyes blazing. It's the Pride Lands. The Lion Guard pressed forward. Fuli struck with precision, scattering clusters of shadows. Best charged, creating space for animals to move safely. Bunga leaped into the fray, his courage contagious, striking shadows that threatened the weak. Ono guided the sky and the land alike, calling out safe paths and rallying the animals. The final surge came, a wave of combined strength from every corner of the Pride Lands. The roar, amplified by unity, swept across the darkness like a tidal wave. Shadows screamed and shattered, dissolving into nothingness. The massive shadow leader wailed, crumbling under the power of combined courage. When silence fell, it was the silence of victory, not a loud cheer, but a quiet understanding. The Pride Lands were scarred, but alive. Animals gathered, not in celebration, but in solemn respect. They had faced 1,000 shadows and one team had stood unwavering. Kion collapsed to his paws, exhausted, his body trembling, but his heart soaring. Fuli nuzzled him. Besht let out a rumble of relief. Ono perched beside him, and Bunga bounced with a mixture of exhaustion and joy. You did it, Fuli whispered. We did it. Together. Kion looked out across the plains, now bathed in pale moonlight. Cracks and scars marked the land, but life endured. The shadows had attacked. The Lion Guard had fought, and the Pride Lands had chosen courage, unity, and hope. He lifted his head and let out a soft, calm roar. Not a roar to strike fear, but a roar to remind every living thing that they were not alone. That, even in the face of overwhelming darkness, together they were unstoppable. The night had tested them. It had pushed them to the edge. And yet, they had proven the true power of standing together. Kion closed his eyes briefly, knowing the battles would not end here. But for now, one thing was certain. The Pride Lands had survived. Midgard had reminded every heart in the kingdom that unity could overcome anything.